Alright, Josh here, and welcome to another episode of our Pokemon VGC 2019 Battle Spot Live Series. Now, in the last episode, we finished up with our Sun team, the Groudon, Xerneas, Volcarona, etc. team, and today we're starting with this lovely Rain team. Now, just quickly, I did do a channel update the other day, and basically it was because I'm starting two new series. One is like an Ultra Series testing, practicing for the Ultra Series. That's already been up on Pokemon Showdown. Some of you guys have already checked that out and commented and stuff, so thank you very much for watching that. I hope you enjoyed it. And the second series is the one I wanted to just quickly mention more because it's more to do with this. It's a VGC 2019 best of 3 series where I play against you guys, the viewers, because I really want to improve my best of 3 game. It's not something I've got a ton of experience in, so I think it could be just overall good for everybody. So yeah, if you are interested in playing a best of 3 set against me, just send me a message on Twitter and we'll organise it. A few people have messaged already. It's not super competitive or anything. You can bring something really fun. You can bring whatever you want. It's just supposed to be just fun, and hopefully we all get something out of it as well. So that's that. Now this team. Now, pretty much since the Moon series started, and just even before, as soon as it came up on Pokemon Showdown, I literally put Palkia and Kyogre together in a team builder, and I didn't touch it because I was like, I really want to use Water MZ Palkia. That's like such a strong, pairing. Palkia you did see a bit of playing Sun series, but now it's got Water MZ. You guaranteed the accurate big water attack and boosted by rain. It is powerful. I'm sure most of you guys have been watching Wolf Glick's Dallas regional prep video. He's been running like something fairly similar to this, but what I have here it's not the same. I mean, we've got 4 of the same Pokemon, but they're different sets. And yeah, we're just going to try it out. Now, I was actually supposed to use a different team this week. I had another one planned, but I've not quite finished it. That team, I'm still working out some kinks in it. So I decided to use this one instead because it's pretty much ready to go. But that does mean that I've not had a ton of practice with it. So we might end up, if there's some rough matchups or something, we might end up changing a few things and move slot here and there, maybe a Mon here and there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how we get on with it, and we can always change 1 or 2 Mons or whatever. We'll see how we get on. So, without further ado, first up we got Palkia, obviously being timid because we outspeed Zern and Yveltal, I guess, by 1 point, which is super nice if you want to get a really strong Water MZ off. Obviously, you have to be careful about redirection though. That's something we've got to watch out for. Either Smeagol or Amoonguss, whatever Zern's using next to, we've got to be very careful of that. I suppose Amoonguss is a little bit of a, it's not like unbeatable because we've got Tornadus and Incineroar, and Katana gives it a problem usually as long as it's not got Foul Play or Hidden Power Fire, but it is a bit, it's always a bit of a pain. I swear every team I make Amoonguss is a pain. Maybe Amoonguss is just a pain for everyone. So this Palkia, obviously I said we're running Water MZ. It is frail with pretty much max special attack, max speed, but we've got Protect, Spatial Rend, Hydro Pump, and the last slot is Flamethrower for stuff like Katana mainly and Ferrothorn, because I'm pretty sure even in the I checked even in the rain, Flamethrower just decks AV Katana. I'm pretty sure it's just so strong. So although I'm not 100% convinced about our last move, so we'll see how I get on with it. Obviously if Palkia's against a Sun team, Fire Boosted Flamethrowers aren't bad either. I'll see. There are a couple of other moves I could have had in that, so I did originally want Earth Power. Maybe we could put that on for stuff like Stack Attacker, but we have got a Rain team, so although there is Groudon to consider for that, but yeah, maybe Earth Power, maybe something. I actually saw a set that someone had Rain Dance on their Palkia. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was quite a good idea actually. For a Groudon switching or something like that, and you can just Rain Dance and then Kyogre Water Spouts or whatever. That's quite a nice little tech, so we could stick something like that. I know Palkia gets Roar and it gets some other stuff that, like I mentioned, Wolf series, he's been running Sub, but I'm gonna stick to Flamethrower for the time being. We can always change it. Next up is the Kyogre. Now I was gonna go Choice Scarf Kyogre, but I can't. I have this thing where I swear down the entire time I've been playing Pokemon VGC, ever since like early 2017, I've always been awful with Scarf Pokemon. I've always really struggled using Scarf. Like I always expect it just to not hit. Like some people play Scarf Kyogre amazing, but I cannot play with it. I don't know why. I have used it on the channel, but I'm just not very good with it. I prefer this set I was using in Sun series. It's the bulky berry version. It's bulky. It's still got some speed. It's got a decent amount of attack, but we're running Protect, Water Spout, Scald because the Origin Pulse. No, I can't stand it, and Thunder as well. Obviously we're in Thunder, have to be a little bit careful with the Raichu. And yeah, we've got the 50% berry, so we should be living attacks. We can live a Neg 1, Leaf Blade, probably not a +1. or maybe it's a roll, but we have to be careful of that, obviously. But yeah, basically. Then we got the Tornadus. That's a Kyogre, pretty much. I just finished it just suddenly. Then we got Tornadus with a 50% berry. Because the Focus Sash is on Katana, otherwise I would run the Focus Sash. We've got Protect, Taunt, Hurricane, and obviously Tailwind. Rain Dance is something I could put on Tornadus, but I don't like having the 50% berry and not having Protect, because if I had the Focus Sash, I could guarantee living and Rain Dance or something. But yeah, I prefer Protect the timing. It does come in clutch. Incineroar, standard Incineroar, Fake Out, U-Turn, Flare Blitz, and Knockoff. But I am considering maybe swapping Knockoff for maybe Snarl or U-Turn. I don't want to swap U-Turn actually. I really like U-Turn, but maybe Knockoff a Snarl. I see quite a few people running Darkest Lorry actually on Showdown at the moment, but Snarl could be actually really clutch for this team, so I might do that. Then the last two, you know, the two I seem to use. I mean, I think I pretty much used Katana on every team so far. Like, I love Katana. Katana's just so, it's just so threatening. It's just so good. As soon as it's on the field, it's like, oh my god, I need to get rid of that thing ASAP. You know what I mean? We've got the Focus Sash Katana. That's probably my favourite set. AV's alright, but I just like the guarantee of the Focus Sash, as long as there's no priority on your opponent's end. Like Feint or something, obviously that's a bit of a nightmare. But then, obviously we've got Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Smart Strike, super straightforward. So they're kind of like the, and then the last is Raichu. With the AV, we got Protect. No, we haven't got Protect. With the AV, we definitely haven't got Protect. No, we got Fake Out, Feint, Nuzzle, and Volt Switch. It's like the specially bulky one. I ran not last team, the team before the first team with the Suicune team, the Suicune Zone team. It's the same one as that because it does deliver Water Spout from I'm pretty sure from Modest Kyogre in the rain. It does deliver Water Spout, so I can either Volt Switch out or get a Nuzzle off. Although I think it's a roll actually. I'm pretty sure it lives most of the time. So I do get the chance of, you know, Nuzzling or Volt Switching out and just slowing down that Kyogre or just chipping it down a bit. So that's always very nice for this little Raichu here. And Raichu I thought was just a good option because, I mean, A, it protects Kyogre. Obviously I have to be careful with Thunder on Kyogre, but it protects Kyogre, it protects Tornadus from electric type attacks, and it protects Palkia as well, because Palkia, even though it's like neutral, I'm pretty sure like an Electrium Z from Coco, for example, would probably knock out Palkia in terrain. I haven't calced it, but I'm just guessing, because that's, you know, that's a really strong attack. In terrain, it's neutral. Palkia, this Palkia, you know, it's more offensive, it's not got a lot of bulk, so just having Raichu is just a bit of like an electric safety net. So yes, should we just jump into it? Let's have a couple of games today. That's a little bit shorter than I usually talk, and I did like a little update thing at the beginning as well. I usually have like chatting about that team for like 10 minutes. Like I said, I haven't actually practiced with this team a ton, so, you know, it might take a couple of episodes just to get used to it. I will start playing with it on Showdown a little bit just to get used to it, but like, what I did play with it, it kind of instantly felt good, because I was fairly comfortable with, you know, most of the mons and most of the damage rolls and stuff like that, so that was kind of good. Like I said, I played with these 5-6 games on Showdown with this team. Oh my god, they were like the worst games ever though, because there was just so much like RNG, not just on like against me, but I had RNG against my opponent as well. I was like hitting well, I mean, Hurricane hitting outside of rain is not RNG. I mean, it's like 70% accurate. So, but I was getting all these confusions, and my opponent was getting paralysis, and it was like, oh my god, it was crazy. And then my opponent was critting, and then I was fully paralyzed, and it was crazy. Anyway, we got another Japanese opponent with 15, 10 rating with. Okay, well, there's a Ferrothorn there. So maybe Palkia is worth bringing. Would my opponent really bring Ferrothorn though? It's like, apart from against Kyogre, is he really that good? You could just bring Katana instead. Raichu's good here. Raichu is very good here. He can literally slow everything down. Do I want to bring Incineroar? Yeah, Lunala is. I'm just thinking Lunala is actually a little bit of an issue. Like, I don't have that much for Lunala. Do I want to bring Kyogre? Maybe I don't bring Kyogre. Maybe I'll bring Palkia. I'll bring Raichu. I'll bring Katana. I was thinking if it's. Oh, it could be. The thing is, it could be Trick Room Lunala or it could be Tailwind Lunala. It's kind of hard to say, isn't it? I kind of want Tornadus though, but I don't want to bring Kyogre. It just depends if my opponent goes Trick Room or. Yeah, it really depends on what my opponent goes. I'm going to go like... I could go Raichu Palkia. Definitely bring in Katana. I always like bringing Katana just to be safe. Do you want Kyogre? Or Tornadus? Tornadus is really good against No, I'm bringing Kyogre. Am I? Yeah. I'm just thinking because I can always nuzzle. I can always nuzzle the Katana. I was thinking, okay, if I don't bring Tornadus, how am I going to get around Katana? Apart from, you know, with Kyogre, because I can't. I'm not bringing. I don't think Incineroar's great here. Like all I'd be bringing Incineroar is for fake out. I don't think it's worth it. Not for fake out, sorry, for intimidate. But I can always nuzzle the Katana, which, you know, puts it down a bit. Let's just see what. That's not like a bad. That's not a great lead for me. Well, obviously I can't fake out Lunala. Smeargle goes, it can fake out or follow me. I suppose I could just fake out. Spatial Rend, just get rid of it. It just depends if my opponent goes Trick Room or Tailwind. I feel like it's more like Tailwind, but it could be slow Kyogre, you know. Oh, oh, just baiting out there. I mean, that's okay, but I don't know, that was a bit of a. You could have just followed me and. Because, I mean, Lunala can't be faked out, obviously. We're definitely Spatial Rending. I'm going to Volt Switch this time. Although it depends. Wait, it depends what my opponent does. Maybe I'll nuzzle. I just want to see, but I'll try and nuzzle Lunala. But I imagine we're just going to see me follow me. So, yeah, that's fine. If I miss Spatial, then that could be annoying. I could have gone Flamethrower, but I don't know how. I probably should knock it out, really. Okay. Could have protected there and left the Smeargle in, but you know I just don't want to deal with it. Okay, Tailwind would be bad. And it's Trick Room instead. Okay. Yeah, it just depended. That's why I didn't lead Tornadus, because I was worried. Like, I was thinking, oh, Tailwind would be good here, but if it was Trick Room Lunala, then Tailwind would have been absolutely. Like, if I led Tornadus here, would have been absolutely dreadful. Okay, so we've got Kyogre in. Not a shock to see that. I have got to watch Palkia here. My opponent can Moongeist Beam me. Probably like Z Moongeist Beam, I would imagine. I'm just going to protect Palkia. And I'll try and Volt Switch out. Do I Volt Switch on the Lunala? I actually might Volt Switch on the Lunala because could be Specs Kyogre. We'll find out. If Raichu goes down, we get a free switch into Kyogre, because my Kyogre should be slower than the Lunala unless it's really slow. We'll find out if this is Specs. I probably should live it if it's not Specs. Okay, that's. I did have a bit chip though. Z-move? Just Side Shock. Okay. So we're bringing my. What do I bring Katana? No, I'll bring Kyogre. I probably went for Side Shock. Especially when more accurate. Yeah, Pyropun's 80, isn't it? Okay, especially when I don't want a Z move yet. I'm gonna Thunder the Kyogre though. I imagine their Kyogre is probably slower, yeah. But I should be slower than this Lunala unless it's like. Palkia took that like a champ. Okay, so it is slow Lunala. Maybe it's not Z-move. Should live that. Yeah. Just gonna do a nice chunk. That is a nice chunk. And we get the Special Rend off, which is obviously nice as well. Okay, there should be. How many turns of Trick Room left? What else has my opponent got? Potentially Katana, potentially Ferrothorn, potentially Incineroar. Okay. Should be 2 turns yet. I mean, could double protect. I probably should double protect. I should, but do I want to? Palkia protection is really obvious. I'm going to go for the Z move just in case my opponent does KO Palkia. And I'll go for Water Spout. I'm just thinking they might switch Kyogre out. Oh, it's not Specs. Okay, so I did lose Palkia, but it's not the end of the world. And this is going to hurt, but it probably proc my berry though, which is actually going to be quite nice. Proc my berry. Yes. Okay, this is going to be a decent amount of damage. That's really good damage on Lunala. Okay, now we get Katana in, and then we protect Katana, Scald Lunala. Obviously we want to protect, and I really want to Scald. Because that'll KO the Lunala. My opponent probably has to double into Katana really because he'll be scared of Focus Sash, obviously, which he should be. Origin Pulse. Miss. Nope, don't matter. And Lunala, I feel like it'll go for I feel like it has to go for Katana. Yeah, beautiful. That's really good. Okay, so now my opponent obviously reveals the last Pokemon. It really depends what it is. If it's Katana, then it's a bit iffy. If it is Katana. I mean, I have to Sacred Sword. I have to Sacred Sword Water Spout. I think I literally have to do this. That wasn't over. That was like a mind game. Unless he had slow Katana. Was that like a who doubles into what slot kind of mind game? I don't feel like that was like an auto loss. I mean, yeah, their Kyogre was low. My Kyogre was faster. But let's say their Katana was max speed, knocked out my Katana, and theirs was Focus Sash, and I attacked that. You know, it could have been. That wasn't over. That was like a last minute. Why did I save that? That was like a mind game on the last minute. Like, I don't agree with that forfeit at all. Excuse me, because like, yeah, like let's say I doubled the Katana there, but their Katana went for my Kyogre, and their Kyogre attacked, for example. Then I would have lost my Focus Sash, and I can't kill. Oh, I've got Training Vision 1. I wouldn't be able to kill both, so that was interesting. Oh look, Volcarona. Okay, so we're playing a Sun team with Xerneas. So this is like, you know, interesting. I can't. What do I want to lead here? I actually have not thought about what I lead against something like this at all. Well, let's think quickly. Okay, what do I want to lead if they go Insane Xern? Probably something like Palkia Raichu. But if they go actually, I think Palkia Raichu works in any case, pretty much. Definitely want Kyogre. Yeah, but we definitely want Katana, and I definitely want Tornadus as well. So like, who do I bring? Do I want Palkia? I really want Fake Out, and Feint could be quite nice as well. And I actually need Katana as well. But then I need Kyogre and Tornadus. Maybe I'll leave Palkia. Maybe I go. Oh, I don't like this. Maybe something like that. I don't like this, but I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Like I need Katana. I actually need Katana against this. Because if Xern gets boosted, Palkia, even if it's outspeeding, it's not ideal. At least I can slow things. At least I can speed control things a little bit with this lead. Okay, it's Coco Xerneas. I really don't mind that at all. I mean, we're going to fake out the Xerneas. And Coco's kind of just useless in a way. Unless he's got Discharge. But I don't think he'd Discharge next to your Xerneas. Unless you swap into Groudon. I could just go for a Blind Hurricane into Coco, you know. I'll Tailwind next turn. I don't want to Tailwind now and just waste Tailwind turns. And Coco stays in. Nature's Madness. And it misses. Hurricane connects though. Let's go Hurricane! I don't know why I always go for blind, like, Hurricanes in whatever weather. I always do it. Always. Okay, so I'm going to nuzzle the Xern. And I'm going to Tailwind. Do I want to nuzzle or taunt? Yo, no, my opponent must be scared of taunt. They have to be. They have to be scared of taunt. So I'm going to Tailwind. And at worst case scenario they do, I just bring Katana in. So it's okay. They have to be scared of taunt. So I would imagine Xerneas just attacks. I would probably just attack in this situation. Anytime I'm Xerneas, I'm face down at Tornadus, I always attack. Probably going to try and kill Raichu, to be honest, which makes sense. Raichu is a pain to deal with. There's a power. We like that, my friends. We like that. And he gets a doesn't gleam. That could kill Raichu, but he doesn't. So now we're going to Volt Switch out. I might just Hurricane Xerneas as well. If they Nature Madness my Tornadus, then I procs the very Coco Switch out. Okay. Into Incineroar. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Really don't mind that at all. Tornadus has got eyes. I tell you, it's got good eyesight, my Tornadus. It's great. It's got great eyesight. Look how much damage we've done to Xerneas now. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage on Xerneas. Do I want to bring Katana in, or do I want to bring... I should probably bring Kyogre in. I feel like I want to bring Kyogre in. Xern... Probably Dazzling Gleams, which is fine. I'm going for the Geomancy. It's fine though, it's so low, like it's just not a threat, especially because it's paralyzed. It's just not threatening, especially because I've got Tailwind as well. I really don't mind the fact it's done that. In fact, I'd actually rather it do that because my Kyogre doesn't take any damage. So this should be our last turn of Tailwind, really. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, we've got 2 turns of Tailwind. So I can literally just Water Spout Hurricane here. As long as I don't miss. As long as I don't... Oh yeah, that's Xerneas dead. Okay, nice. I was a bit worried about Groudon switching in, but at the end of the day, if you switch Groudon in, I think even Water Spout... Would it get Xerneas at that point still? Okay, so this has gone extremely well. I mean, hitting those Hurricanes obviously was very nice. Xerneas going for the Geomancy in that point was a bit... I think I would have just attacked still because... I don't know. Seriously, Nuzzle is so good. Like, Raichu is so good in this format. I swear by Raichu in this format. It is Groudon. Groudon is the last one. Nothing too surprising there. We've got a super simple end game here. We just swap Kyogre into Raichu right now. And we protect Tornadus. Then we Tailwind, protect, say Raichu. Oh, my apologies for this, yeah, because, yeah, so like we switch Raichu in, say Raichu goes down, Tornadus protects. Next turn, say we bring in Katana or Kyogre, really doesn't matter which. I just protect with one, and Tailwind with the other. I could bring in Kyogre, to be honest. Bring in Kyogre, you know, protect with one, Tailwind with the other, and then Tornadus. The rest of 3 just run through in those 3 turns because Coco, because it was running Nature's Madness, and just from the damage Hurricane did, even though Hurricane, you know, it is a strong move. I know it's resisted, but you know, it kind of looked like AV. I don't think you'd run Nature's Madness otherwise. So, you know, Coco looked AV. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that though. And obviously, Tornadus had absolute eyes there, and maybe it could have been, but we did have the Tailwind advantage. And Xerneas was paralysed as well, so at the end of the day we could have just got Katana in just to finish that up. Incineroar didn't even bother faking out, it just went down, so that was good. I imagine my opponent was like kind of expecting me to protect or something, just going on the fake out, but there was literally no reason for me to protect. When I had the tail advantage, like let's say you fake out the Tornadus, cool, Kyogre gets a Water Spout off. Fake out the Kyogre, cool, Tornadus gets a Hurricane off, and Xerneas is dead either way. I suppose you could fake out protect, or switch Groudon in or something, but I don't know. I'm quite happy with that one. Like I say, Raichu, Nuzzle is the move. I did try on another team I was building using Togedemaru, and although it just like it pretty much does the same job as Raichu, but it does have that steel stab, you know, like an Iron Head against Xerneas is nice. But it's the fact that it's slower than Xerneas, and it's just not. It's just Raichu just has that speed advantage. You know what I mean? It just being faster than stuff like Katana as well, because you can nuzzle Katana quite safely as well. Great, unless you're playing an opposing Tapu Fini. That's the only thing. That's the only way you're struggling to get nuzzles off. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm fairly happy with the team at the moment, so we'll keep it like this for the next time. And yeah, take it easy. Cheers for watching.